Hello everyone, this is Lamin Sane of LSWAT apps, and in this video we're going to have a look at how to make and use variables. Okay, so what are variables basically? Let's create a new file. Head over to your htdocs and create a new file in there. So we'll say new text file, and we'll just select all. We'll call it index.php. okay, so it says, do you want to change the file extension? I'll say yes. I'll drag over the file to my text editor, which is brackets. It's an open source text editor made by Adobe, and it's super awesome, so you should try it out. Okay, so in there, if you remember from last video, open up a PHP tag and then you close it. So what is a variable? If you remember from our first Hello World application, we did something like echo, and then we say some text. Okay, so let's run over to our browser and then we load that. So remember, localhost / index.php, that is our file here. So it says some text. What if you wanted to write some text again? I know some text is not awesome, but let's stick with me. So it says some text. Okay, so we go back to our browser, refresh, and it says some text again. And let's say your boss comes and says, hey, I want you to type, I want you to print again some text for me. So you say echo some text again. Okay. Now I hope this is getting tedious. I hope you guys don't enjoy writing this over and over again. So where does variables come into play? Variables are a way of storing the same information in some sort of container, and then you can reuse it over and over again. And in PHP, how you create variables is start with a $. All variables have to start with a $, and then you type the name of the variable. Let's just say text container equal to, and then we'll just type in some text. Okay, all right, so next, now that we've created our variable, our first own variable, how do we make use of this variable? Oh, that's very simple. Well, all you have to do is, let's delete this here, you just say echo $, and then type the name of the variable, in this case text container. Okay, as you can see, we're using the variable here. So we said echo in the previous part, we said echo, and then we passed in the string here, but now we're just echoing the variable. So the variable will check whatever is inside of it, in this case some text, and then print that out. So let's go back in our browser, refresh. As you can see, some text, and we can repeat this over and over again. So I'll just copy this here, I'll paste it down here, paste it again, paste it again. As you can see, now we're not writing some text over and over again, because that's not the fun part. We want to be smart about what we're doing. Okay, so some text, some text, some text, and some text. Okay, so next you'll be asking, why do I want to be making use of variables? I mean, this is the same thing like we did before. I mean, it's just a fancier way of doing it, but now there's a nice trick. Now if you wanted to change all these outputs to look nice, or to something else apart from some text, which is kind of boring to be honest, you can just change what's inside of the variable there. So let's just delete the content, whatever's inside here, and let's just say some really awesome text. Okay, let's save that, go back to our browser. Now watch the magic happens. When I refresh now, you should see some really awesome text. We have changed the variable value in just one place, and everywhere the variable is being used, that change reflects there. Okay, so guys, that's the beginning of this really awesome adventure with variables, and as we're going in this tutorial series, we'll be using variables in more complex ways, but for now just think of it as a way of storing some value for reuse in other parts of your application. So that brings us to the end of this tutorial video, and I thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Bye bye.